What's up everybody? Nate here. So Elon Musk, aside from being known as one of the wealthiest individuals on the planet, is also known as what all the cool kids call it, memeing on the internet. And trust me, I know cool. But Elon's internet antics have gotten him in trouble with the SEC and the United States federal government in the past, particularly on Twitter. Like back in 2018, when he posted on Twitter that he had secured funding to take his company Tesla private. And then there was that whole poll that he posted on Twitter back in November 2021, asking his millions of Twitter followers if he should sell a large portion of his shares in Tesla. As you can probably imagine, the SEC didn't exactly like that, and now there is some ongoing lawsuits against Elon Musk and potential insider trading allegations. But of course, Elon, being one of the richest people in the world, basically just said, hold my Dogecoin. As of early April 2022, Elon Musk bought an over 9% stake in Twitter, the very company that he's been criticizing and has gotten him into a ton of trouble over the last few years. And honestly, this could be a huge shakeup for not just Twitter, but social media in general. And now it looks like Elon Musk is even going to become one of Twitter's board of directors, meaning there is definitely some change coming for the company, social media, and the stock market. So today I want to talk about Elon Musk buying 9% of Twitter. I want to talk about what this means and what could be coming next for social media in general. But before I get into all of that, do me a quick favor and hit smash or destroy that thumbs up button below, and ring that notification bell too. Both of those two things are completely free, and they help to show me that you like this video and that you want to see even more just like it. Thank you so much for doing that. And now let's talk all about Elon Musk and his brand new purchase of part of Twitter. So officially, Elon Musk took a 9.2% stake in Twitter. He now owns over 73 million shares in the social media giant and is the largest shareholder of the company. That big of stake in that many shares is essentially worth over $2 billion. And almost $3 billion. Now this is really interesting timing from Elon Musk, because just a few weeks ago he actually put a poll on his Twitter account talking all about free speech and how Twitter may be preventing that. Elon Musk said, quote, "Given that Twitter serves as the de facto public town square, failing to adhere to free speech principles fundamentally undermines democracy. What should be done?" In a separate tweet, Elon said, quote, "Free speech is essential to a functioning democracy. Do you believe Twitter rigorously adheres to this principle?" Okay, so a little backstory. I mentioned it at the beginning of the video, but Elon Musk has gotten in trouble over his tweets in the past. He's currently under investigation from the SEC for 2 tweets in particular. In 2018, he essentially told his millions of Twitter followers that he was going to take Tesla private, and he had recently secured the funding to do so. Now, this is a little bit of an issue because Elon Musk never actually took Tesla private. And in the months after he made this tweet, Tesla's stock went crazy, going up and down, and was extremely volatile for months. Since it is a public communication app coming directly from Elon Musk himself, the SEC alleges that he basically misled his millions of followers. And he disclosed information that shouldn't have really been disclosed to random people on the internet. But that's not all. He doubled down in 2021 and basically asked his millions of followers if he should sell a large stake of his shares in Tesla. The overwhelming number of his followers said that, yeah, he should definitely sell a lot of his shares. But the issue is, because of his deal and his position as CEO in Tesla, he was gonna have to sell off a lot of these shares anyway. I mean, legally, when he became CEO of Tesla, he doesn't really get much of a salary, but what he does get is stock options. If he exercises those options regularly, then he has to buy and sell shares at a particular price and a particular moment of time. Part of the contract made him sell those shares anyway, so putting up the poll only misled people even further because it didn't matter what the outcome was going to be. He was going to sell those shares anyway. But a lot of people didn't really know that, so his public image was definitely boosted because he said that he would do whatever the poll said, and he ended up selling those shares. Now, those court cases aside, Elon Musk Musk has had a lot to say on Twitter and online and is a massively influential figure in the business and financial world. He has made the price of Dogecoin essentially skyrocket based on just a few tweets, and has been a huge supporter of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, which has also made the price of those assets skyrocket in recent months. So basically, what Elon Musk says matters. Even if you in particular don't care about anything Elon Musk says, there are millions of people out there that care about what he has to say. And the reason that I say it matters is because we can see a literal chain of events that occur after Elon Musk makes a tweet. The price of Tesla going up and down. The price of Dogecoin going up and down. Elon Musk clearly has an influence over his audience, which is exactly why he's arguing about free speech in his tweets right now. You see, Elon Musk kind of wants it both ways. He wants to be able to say whatever he wants, and he also wants to own millions of shares of different companies. But that also means that free speech gets a little bit muddy. Elon Musk has influence because of his wealth and his presence in the business and financial world. And so far, everything that Elon Musk has done, in my opinion, is pretty vanilla and rides the line between what you can say and what you can't say. And I know what you're thinking. Nate, you should be able to say whatever you want whenever you want to. I mean, this is America, right? And while I do agree with you to a certain extent, there is no doubt in my mind that there are certain things that you simply cannot say in the United States. Yes, we have freedom of speech in the United States, so you can pretty much say whatever you want, but it is limited. You can't threaten people, for instance. You also can't lie in certain settings, and you can't incite riots or other types of violence. If you are clearly doing all of those things, then yeah, you can't say that because it could hurt other people and their ability to promote their free speech and their own freedoms. As soon as those freedoms start affecting other people negatively, then you simply cannot do them in the United States. So when Elon Musk starts affecting markets by saying he's taking Tesla private, well, that's not a small thing. That is a huge deal that should be taken seriously. I mean, we're talking millions, if not billions of dollars on the line by him doing that. And Tesla is a huge company that holds a massive portion and market cap of the stock market. If that company was to simply disappear or go under, then that would be a huge portion of the market that essentially just disappears. Any investor who has money in an index fund or an ETF is going to lose money if Tesla is a part of those funds. All because Elon Musk wanted to make a silly tweet. And look, people can make decisions for themselves. They don't have to do things because Elon Musk says to do them, but that's not exactly how influence works. Elon Musk has built trust with his audience. They trust him. So if he says something that would betray that trust, then that's just wrong. But this is where things get really interesting because we're entering a new age of social media. If these big influential figures on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram get banned or their posts get restricted in some areas, well, they are still hugely influential figures and they'll just go start a new social media company. This is exactly what former President Donald Trump did when he was banned from Facebook and Twitter. He created a new company that now runs Truth Social, a brand new social media giant. It's had a little bit of a bumpy start, but it is a brand new social media app that he controls, so he can now say pretty much whatever he wants because he writes the terms of service. Elon Musk has talked about doing the exact same thing over the last few weeks. He wants to start a brand new social media company, and buying this much of Twitter might be his way to do that. Elon Musk wants to have his free speech, and he wants to be able to say whatever he wants to his 80 million Twitter followers. He will soon become a board member of Twitter, which means he has a huge say in what goes on with the company. The CEO of Twitter had this to say about Elon joining Twitter's board. He's both a passionate believer and intense critic of the service, which is exactly what we need on Twitter and in the boardroom to make us stronger in the long term. Even Jack Dorsey, the founder of Twitter, praised Elon for joining Twitter's board of directors, saying, quote, "Elon Musk cares deeply about our world and Twitter's role in it." Twitter as a company has been struggling for a long time to keep users and to monetize their platform in general. Elon Musk is promising strong improvements to the platform and even teased all of his followers on Twitter that he was was potentially going to add an edit button, which, if you didn't know, is something that users have been asking for a very long time, to be able to edit tweets instead of just being able to post or delete tweets. But this also could mean that Twitter's terms and conditions change over the next few months and years. Elon Musk may make it a lot easier for anyone to say whatever they want on the platform. And in particular, it may be a lot easier for him to say what he wants on Twitter. And that's ultimately what this conversation comes down to. Elon Musk being able to say whatever he wants on Twitter. Twitter is a private company, and like it or not, they can do whatever they want with their platform. If they want to randomly delete you from Twitter, they can do that. If they want to ban you, or they want to push your account, they can do that too. Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and Twitter have a complete say over what they do on their platform. And if you don't like it, then you can find another platform. But ultimately, that is where the freedom ends, because yes, while this may mean that Elon Musk basically rebrands and recreates Twitter from the inside out, and he can basically say whatever he wants now, he could still get into some legal trouble with the SEC and United States federal government. Twitter doesn't control what the feds think about what Elon has to say. If they still think that insider trading is going on or misleading shareholders is happening, well, they're gonna file a suit against him. So yeah, while he might be able to say whatever he wants on one particular social media platform, he still can't say whatever he wants in the terms of the law. And obviously that is all up for debate. And we're gonna have to wait and see exactly what goes on with Twitter in the future. Right now, Elon Musk is starting to take a control of Twitter in general, and he may end up recreating social media as we know it. So buckle up, because social media is about to go straight to the moon. But now I want to hear from you on this issue. What do you think about Elon Musk taking an over 9% stake in Twitter? Do you think this will be a great thing for freedom of speech and social media in the United States? Or do you think that Elon Musk is going to completely wreck social media as we know it, and ultimately he's going to get in a lot of trouble for the things that he wants to do? Whatever your thoughts are, leave a comment below before you go. But that is it for today's business and financial news breakdown. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to stay up to date with all of the top business and financial news from around the country, our team puts together a free daily newsletter, and you can subscribe to it by clicking the link in this corner right here. And if you want to stay up to date with me and everything else happening in the business and financial world, I'm putting out updates 7 days a week over here on this channel, and I've actually got another one ready for you right here, so be sure to check that out before you go. That is it for me, everybody. Be kind out there, and I'll see you all in the next one.